Welcome back, everyone, to the Marvelous Chats. My name is Averwolf. I'm here with the boys, Finto and Hoffman, and today we're going to be talking about The Boys, Episode 5. If you like this show, please leave a comment, like it, and subscribe. It helps us grow the channel, and we really appreciate that. So, guys, what do you guys think about the show?
Hoffman, you go first.
Oh, The Boys. This is episode 5 of The Boys. I think actually is my favorite episode of the whole season. I don't know what it is. It just everything felt really well paced. I love that they were establishing the parallels between Soldier Boy and Homelander, that they're actually the same person, and that like the people who they think actually love them and like them around them, everyone just hates them. And I think that them just kind of dovetailing their two stories together was pretty incredible. And I loved seeing Soldier Boy. Like, this is our first time we've really heard Jensen Ackles like speak. I believe. I think this is his first dialogue he's gotten, and you can absolutely see why he almost got the part of Captain America. Like, he has he resonates as that character. He has a great presence, and I can't wait to get to the next episode to see more of him. I wish there was more of Soldier Boy in this episode, but overall, I absolutely loved it. The musical scene was it's hilarious, bro. Like, hilarious.
My main complaint about the episode or on the show as a whole, and I don't have very many complaints, but I think that they kind of underused Soldier Boy a little bit, like, because we're in episode 5 now, and this is really only the first episode we're getting with him, and we're past the halfway mark already. So I'm kind of like why, like, I love Jensen. I'm a big Supernatural fan, as I always keep saying, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think he's really an underrated actor. I think he deserves so much more, and I think now with this show, I think a lot of people are going to be like, "Geez, this dude can act. This dude is a superhero. This dude can do anything, and let's just start throwing him in stuff." Yeah, for me, loved all the Soldier Boy stuff. That first scene when he got back to New York, and he's walking around and you could just see the culture shock. The world is so different to him. He's seeing like dude on dude relationships in the open, which would obviously not have been a thing in the 80s in America and all this stuff, and or anywhere in the world. And like they're just like openly kissing on the streets and stuff, and you could see him kind of looking back, just kind of like, what the hell was that? Like, he's like, it's so weird, like, and then like, he gets the flashbacks because he hears like the Russian language coming from the truck, and then he goes nuclear, and like whole building in New York gets destroyed. It's just like, it sets it off so well. You're just like, this guy's so like menacing, and then if we could go back to my original prediction from the weeks before when we were talking about the first 3 episodes or 4 episodes, I kind of predicted that he was going to be the big bad, and that maybe the boys might have to actually go and make a truce with Homelander. It looks like maybe I was wrong, and they're looking to do it the other way around, and they're looking to kind of recruit Soldier Boy to take out Homelander. But I really wouldn't be surprised if I was right, and it actually did turn out that Soldier Boy was the big bad, and then Homelander himself. I think you mentioned this, Hoffman. It's like we're kind of seeing a bit of fear in the man for the first time. He's never had to fear anything before, and I think just the way that they're telling this episode is just incredible. And I hate musicals, but I enjoyed that scene as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything in this episode was fantastic. It is kind of toning down a bit more over time because it seems like it wants to get even more serious right now. I'm hoping by the next episode or even the episode after that, it's going to ramp up and get crazy again because I love all that stuff. I do love the introspective. I love all the dialogue that's going on and all, the seriousness going on. But, when we watched that first episode, it was so nuts. You could not, like, I binge watched all 3 episodes
Oh yeah.
afterwards.
Oh
It
yeah.
was just so good.
Yeah.
So, this breakdown is nice, but I'm hoping it ramps up even harder by the end of this.
There's a lot of tension building in the show, a lot of tension. So I think
Right?
it's going to explode in the next couple of episodes for sure. Like, there's so much fear around Soldier Boy. There's the whole thing with A Train and the Black Lives Matter stuff going on as well. Like, that's been kind of hinted at, and now it's in this episode has ramped up a lot. Like, with what's his name, Blue Hawk or something, is it?
Yeah, Blue
Blue
Hawk.
Hawk,
Yeah, like he's like obviously public enemy number one right now after his fucking antics in that episode. So I'm very curious to see where that goes. Is Homelander going to step in and just wipe him out, or I wouldn't be surprised if Homelander fucking promoted him. Like, it's just like, I don't know where that's going. Like, like, I wouldn't be surprised. This show's so out there that, like, something crazy like that could happen. Like, so I don't know. I'm interested. I'm interested to see where it goes. I think, Mother's Milk and the whole like Soldier Boy thing, and like I was kind of hoping that we were going to get to see, because I get a feeling he's going to take the temporary V as well, and he's going to get some crazy powers. Like, he'll be like super strong, like the Hulk or something. Like, I kind of see, because he's a real stocky dude. I think they'll give him like severe strength, like, you know. And so yeah, like, I don't know, like, and also, sorry, the most interesting part of the episode for me was Soldier Boy's reactor kind of powers seems to have cured what's her name, Kimiko or whatever. Tomiko, yeah, and she's now human. I don't know, is that going to be permanent, or is that going to be, you know, just a temporary thing? Is she going to get her powers back? But I wonder now, is like, you know, the likes of Starlight or something going to get hit by it, and she's going to turn human. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen there, you know, or even Homelander. Maybe Homelander gets a strike.
We're definitely going to see some consequences with it, because, you know, Frenchie's been abducted.
Yeah.
You know, he's ignored Nina and tried to make it seem like it's just going to go away and that, you know, they're going to be fine. But even though Kimiko's excited that she doesn't have the powers anymore and she gets to be a normal human, I feel like she's going to regret losing the powers, because then she's going to lose Frenchie.
She can't save Frenchie. I see that happening. I think you're dead right. I think there's going to be a scene where if she had her strength, she would have been able to save him. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'd be sad to see Frenchie go. He's a really cool character.
I love his character.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite on the entire show.
Yeah. Same here. Do you think Huey actually gets up to skill kind of with his power and maybe learns to jump and keep his clothes on?
No, he will never be able to keep his clothes on. They can never give Huey dignity. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Did you know that Meg Ryan is his mother?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, and
I'll be honest.
Dennis Quaid is his father as well?
Dennis Quaid
is his father, and Meg Ryan is his mother.
No kidding.
Yeah, dude, crazy.
Such talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one thing I think about his teleportation powers, it's just going to handle the same thing as Translucent. He's just going to have to be naked whenever he needs to use it.
Yeah,
because that's just the comedic, you know, punchline. That like he just can't control his clothes.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to like continuously jump, because he can't be walking around in the nip, like, you know. So it's kind of like how like with Translucent, it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, he's just always invisible, you know. Whereas he's got to jump, so he's got to pop back out, you know, very quickly. So unless he finds out a way to, like, I don't know how his power works. Like, is he kind of just teleporting? Is he like using like pocket dimensions or something like that? Maybe he can like stay in like a pocket dimension or something like that. I don't know. I'm very curious to see like what happens if they continuously use it. Like, because I know Butcher's not going to stop. You know, Butcher's going to continuously take this. Like, you saw he has like in his hand like 10 vials. Like, he's going for it. Like, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised if like the effects maybe start lasting a bit longer, or the powers start like multiplying or manipulating. Do you think like Butcher can fly? I'm like, can Butcher fly? Like, because he seems to have all the powers of Homelander. I'm like, maybe he can fly as well. Like, he just hasn't tried it yet. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The thing I think I love about this season of The Boys more so than any other seasons, and especially with everything we're watching right now, is I legitimately have no idea where the story's going. There's so much that's up in the air, especially with Soldier Boy's power being able to nuke the compound V out of people. I don't know where that's going to take us. Is that going to get us to a place where like Homelander loses his powers, or is it going to be a place where it's like Homelander can resist it and he doesn't lose his power, and they're like all hope is gone? Like, what, you know, they thought they're going to have that moment. There's just so many possibilities the way the story can go. And I don't know. Like, had no idea that in my life I was going to be seeing Seth Rogen just beating his meat on a camera. But here we are, The Boys. It takes you to places you didn't know you were going to go.
Do you know, the second I saw Seth Rogen, I just turned to my girlfriend and I just kind of nodded and I said, if Seth Rogen was going to show up in this show, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. This is exactly what he'd do.
Yes. Yep.
And Lauren Holden as Crimson Countess was awesome. I thought that she did a fantastic job, and I think that when she showed her fear of like getting
acting
into contact with Soldier Boy, oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
You could really see like she's like, I'm gonna die, please let me go.
Yeah, and then she was just turned crispy, and it was graphic as ever, as we expected, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any predictions for the next episode? Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Or Again, I know you just said it's kind of up in the air, but do you think we get like a crazy showdown? You know, Homelander versus Soldier Boy. Is that where it's gonna go, or?
That's definitely where I think the show is going to go for the next episode. I think we're going to get some big reveal about Black Noir. I think something is going to be a big twist with him because they showed us him for the flashback scene like 2 episodes ago, and they really haven't done anything with that. And
He just
so
captured Maeve, didn't he, at the end of this episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
he's
very curious.
He's very much still under Homeland's thumb. Like he's following orders right now. So yeah, I don't know if he maybe potentially decides to go against Homelander or something. Maybe he doesn't agree with Homelander taking Maeve, you know, because Homelander's like really attacking the Seven here, like, you know, which if you think, if you kind of put that into like DC terms, like if Superman was taking out members of the Justice League, you know, Batman would be like, oh, you got to get the kryptonite bullets out, like, you know, we got to take him out.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that more of the Seven haven't actually gone against him. And I know there's a big fear thing out there, but I think my prediction could really happen. You know, I think Soldier Boy could come in and like just steamroll through the Seven and take over, and then Homelander has to work with the boys to try and take him out. You know, temporary team up.
Could happen.
Well, I think with Black Noir, he's hardwired. Like I think when he was severely charred in the past, if you notice in the previous seasons when he was fighting the boys, he was kind of stopped by Stan. So, you know, there must be some sort of implant in his brain or something that tells him to stop, or like he's being mind controlled in a sense. So that's probably why he's not really said anything, because he has no control over his body anymore. And he's a valuable hero because he's indestructible and, you know, can be stealthy. In terms of what happens in the future, I know that we might be thinking that Frenchie's going to go, but I really hope that Marvin doesn't, because I feel like Marvin's going to push himself to like almost get killed.
Yeah.
And I love Marvin. Like, I know you guys say you love French. I love Marvin. Like, it's
He's
just
a cool
the fact
dude,
that he's
dude.
going through, he's going through such hardships. And then, you know, Butcher's like, I brought you in because I saw a leader. And it's like, I don't know if Butcher's being like a bullshitter just to kind of like psych up Marvin, or if he's just like trying to have him like lure in Soldier Boy and then just get rid of him. Like, Butcher's off his rocker right now. So like, this is going to go insane. I agree with Hoffman. I have no idea what's going to happen next. And I'm just so excited for the next episode.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
All right,
Well, let's
guys.
wrap this thing up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's The Boys episode 5. If you like this show, please leave a comment about The Boys and let us know what you think. Also, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.